Alright, welcome back to another video. I'm going to do a little review on a gem that I picked up while in Chicago over the weekend. These are the Padron 50 years cigars, not to be confused with the Padron 50th Family Reserve. These are much more rare, 6.5 by 52. And I've got a Maduro and a natural. Let me show you here if we can focus in. Give me a second, hopefully. Focus here. Come on in, there we go. Alright. So you can see, big cigar. You can see slightly differences in the wrapper. The Maduro is pretty dark, a little wrinkled there, but I smoked the Maduro while I was in Chicago, so I'm going to smoke the natural, save the Maduro for another special occasion. I don't know what, but you know, I'm not real good at waiting, and so I seem to struggle with instant gratification, right? So this one I smoked in Chicago, or one like the Maduro, and I really enjoyed it. So I was going to save these two for a special occasion, and then I got back and I kept thinking about it. I thought, you know what, I want to smoke it. But I thought I would do a video about it, share my experience. Video is not going to be very long because this cigar will take an hour and a half to smoke. Like I said, 6.5 by 52. Not much oil showing on the natural, but just a real solid stick. Huge, massive cigar. A deep burn. Smells so good. Others have commented on this cigar being very spicy. And as you may be able to tell by my reaction, it is. Somewhat unusual for the Padron Aniversarios to be that spicy. But it's not a burn your mouth spice, but it's very noticeable. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of spice in cigars, but this Padron is something to behold. It's incredible tobacco. I believe aged 10 years. So the spice does wear away, or you get used to it. The one I smoked yesterday in Chicago, I started not to notice the spice, and I like the final third of the cigar the best. Excellent cigar either way. Something unique about Padrons. I second these only to good Cuban cigars, but these are very unique, like Cubans are unique. It's hard to find anything like it. And the anniversary It is great. This 50-year is unique. It's different than the other ones. Not immensely different. It's still consistent with the Padron Anniversary Series, but just a great cigar. Flavors, I mean, right now the pepper is somewhat overwhelming the other flavor. Again, it's very good, but it will settle down into a very complex but just a phenomenal cigar. So a little bit about Chicago and the Chicago cigar scene. When I go to a different town, I like to check out a cigar shop. I think it's one of the great things about being a cigar aficionado, that to go into these cigar shops, you always seem to strike up interesting conversation, meet interesting people, relax. I know that from a purely health perspective, smoking a cigar obviously is not the healthiest thing you can do. But there's certainly a health advantage to finding a place to just sit down and relax and calm your mind. And I don't know how you put a value on that, but that's my justification anyway. So where I got this one was a place called Biggs, and it's on North Dearborn. It's a great little shop. I'll show the matchbox. And if we can focus in. Yeah, there it is. So, great little, it indicates it's a private club, but as far as I know, it's not. They have a really nice selection. It's the only place I found that had a Padron 50 years, so that speaks for itself. Cool little mansion. You kind of go down in. It's got a nice little lounge, beautiful humidor, friendly staff. No drinks. There's a Starbucks next door to get a coffee. Chicago's an incredibly walkable city. That was a really cool experience. We rented bikes. You can rent bikes, and there seems to be all these spots around town where you can park the bike, rent it for the day. It goes back into the slot. You get out, get another one, and go. And it's a great way to explore the city. We did go to another cigar shop. It's actually the oldest cigar shop in the United States, 159 years old. Ivan Reese. I hope I'm saying that the right way. That's a little bit of ways more in the downtown business district, on the south of Wabash. Cool place, but definitely dated. So the thing I didn't like about that, I mean, it is cool that it's the oldest cigar shop. They too have a lounge area, but the lounge is members only. If you want to go in, you have to pay a day fee of $15. And the lounge, they provide ice and glasses. You can bring your own drinks. But $15, the lounge wasn't nearly as nice even as the Biggs. The Biggs lounge or Biggs mansion. And so I think, if you're downtown in the business district, I mean, it looks like, you got to walk up this old stairwell. It looks like you're going into, it's not a dump, but it's not great. The presentation of the entranceway, unlike Biggs, which is in the sort of the shopping and restaurant district, and it's got a beautiful presentation. I took my wife to both places. She was there. I had a conference, and she went along, and so then in the evening we went to the cigar shops. But I wouldn't. I don't know. She didn't care for it. I mean, she found it somewhat unique, that oldest cigar shop, but she said she really enjoyed Biggs. The ventilation was great. Iwan Reese, you know, you can see the train going by and all that, so that's kind of cool. So I enjoyed them both. They had a great selection though of cigars too. So, but other than that, there's just not much in Chicago. I mean, I think there was a few other spots, but it's pretty limited. I think they don't. You don't see as many people smoking cigars. The lounges weren't very busy, so I don't think cigars are as big of a thing in Chicago as in other places, certainly, that I've been. But I think those are a couple of the better places. So just to wrap up on the Padron. Great cigar, highly recommend. I highly recommend the Anniversary Series all the way around. Price-wise, very expensive. I think this was, with tax, $54 or $56, so quite an expensive smoke. But I'm going to get my money's worth out of it here today. So until next time, see you soon.